Do y'all remember the propaganda that Republicans were spewing around the Affordable Care Act, saying that it would create death panels? And older Americans all across the country were freaking out about how they were going to lose their Medicare and they were going to be put up before these death panels that were going to decide not to extend care to them. It was a fantastic bit of fear-mongering by the Republicans. Gosh, you know how I say that every accusation is a confession from these guys? Well, we are now hearing, I heard it first from Stacey Abrams, who was sounding the alarm, but I subsequently read a piece in the Politico about how Republicans now want to use AI to create what? Yeah, Medicare death panels.
Trump and the Republicans quietly created the first wave of death panels. I'm not being hyperbolic. They are launching a pilot program that uses artificial intelligence to decide whether Medicare patients get certain treatments. That means an algorithm, not your doctor, can say yes or no to care, to lower quality of life and the potential of inadequate medical treatment. But unlike the histrionics around the Affordable Care Act, private tech companies will actually get a cut of the money they save by denying treatment. The more care they block, the more they profit. At the very same time, Elon Musk is rewriting his AI chatbot Grok to parrot right-wing talking points. That's the same AI that spit out Nazi slogans before he pulled it back. If you read my latest novel, Coded Justice, you know this is dangerous. When algorithms become the tools of autocrats, they become weapons used against the people. Medicare is our nation's promise to our elderly. But under this authoritarian regime, guaranteed healthcare for seniors is being secretly morphed into private insurance that can discriminate. And truth itself is being rewritten through algorithms. It's dystopian. It's wrong. And it's already happening in the pilot states of Arizona, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Texas, and Washington. This is step 7 in the autocrats playbook. Weaponize technology to strip away rights from the vulnerable, to control what people believe, and decide who counts. If we stay quiet, it won't stop with Medicare. It's another step towards autocracy. And our health and our democracy are on the line.
Nothing that Stacey Abrams said there was an exaggeration. It was all entirely accurate. According to the Politico and MSNBC, Democrats are raising the alarm about this new pilot program that is using AI to decide certain kinds of treatment and whether or not your elders will get access to it. Congressman Frank Malone of New Jersey said, "I'm concerned that this AI model will result in denials of life-saving care and incentivize companies to restrict care." Right? These are private AI companies that get a little kickback if they limit costs. We already know that for-profit healthcare in this country is incredibly broken. Millions of Americans die because they are denied access to care, often care that they are supposed to be getting, that they are paying for in their policy. They are denied care so that shareholders can get bigger dividends and CEOs can have bigger bonus packages. When you mix profit and healthcare, you automatically incentivize withholding care from people that need it. Representative Greg Landsman of Ohio says this program has been referred to as the AI death panel. You get more money if you're that AI tech company if you deny more claims. Congressman Landsman is calling for the program to be shut down until an independent review board can be erected to review the liability questions and ensure that the AI prior authorization pilot does not harm patients. Why are we living in a country where AI is deciding who gets access to healthcare? Why are we living in a country where elected officials who often don't understand anything, definitely about reproductive anatomy? Remember that Republican who said that women should swallow a camera so that doctors could see what's happening in their uterus when they're pregnant? These are the kind of men who say things like women can just hold in their periods and that if women are raped and they don't want to get pregnant, that it won't happen because they can just reject the sperm. These men are incredibly ignorant. They are making healthcare decisions for all of us. AI and incompetent, ignorant men in our government are making healthcare decisions for us. Why is it that we aren't having our doctors make those decisions? Our healthcare choices, our healthcare needs should be assessed by a physician. That should be something private, confidential between a healthcare provider and their patient. It is absolutely something that can be done under a not-for-profit model. I have not-for-profit health insurance. Kaiser is not-for-profit healthcare. And guess what? They have the lowest rejection rate of any health insurance company in the United States. They have the highest approval rate for claims of anybody, and they are a not-for-profit model because they have to prioritize healthcare for their members rather than CEO bonuses. And this new AI death panel program, obviously tremendous ethical conflicts arise when you say the more you save us, the larger the bonuses you get, the more procedures and care you deny Medicare patients, our elders who we have promised to take care of, the more claims you deny for them, the more money that your private corporation can pocket. That's a direct conflict of interest. Healthcare should never be tied to profit. Healthcare should never have a financial incentive attached to it. Denial of healthcare should never have a financial incentive attached to it. There's already pending litigation against 2 private for-profit health insurance companies in the United States who use artificial intelligence and algorithms to systematically deny care to patients. That's Cigna and United Healthcare. Remember them? This is profoundly concerning. If you are in any of the states that Stacey Abrams mentioned, you need to be reaching out to your members of Congress and to your senators and vocally opposing this program. Our elders' healthcare is on the line. These are real death panels. People will die. People will be denied access to necessary care so that private corporations can pocket more of our taxpayer dollars. Everything this regime does is a grift, y'all. Everything they do is a grift. They are trying to funnel our hard-earned taxpayer dollars into the pockets of business owners in the private sector. A lot of businessmen are getting really rich off of our tax dollars and off of us suffering under the Trump regime, and it's got to stop.